Good evening and welcome to Knockhill Racing Circuit, where we'll have a little walk through the paddock, down into the pit lane and bring you up some gossip, some news, maybe a couple of interviews. It's a rhyme there, it sounds quite good. Now, on a serious note, remember, tickets are all sold out. You cannot come to Knockhill unless you have a ticket. If you haven't actually done anything about managing your tickets, you will have received an email from Gillian Shedden today, and that is very important that you go in and manage your tickets on the Knockhill website or on your email via Knockhill website. So please do that. Don't arrive at the circuit tomorrow if you haven't taken any action. If you're one of the lucky 1,000, well, we do look forward to welcoming you through our gates tomorrow. However, if you haven't done any action on your tickets, make sure you do that ASAP in the Manage My Tickets area. So we were going to try and have a little word with Glenn Irwin there, but he's very in-depth in conversation with Simon Buckmaster, so we'll just keep making our way along a very busy paddock just now. Poor Ian's got to walk backwards here, and we could always have a word with Christian Iddon, maybe, who's taking the mickey out of me with his hand signals. What were you doing there then?
You were giving it all that as you were walking along.
I'm trying to look a bit, you know when you don't know what to do with your hands.
Well, obviously you didn't.
How are you?
Yeah, really good. Happy to be up here.
You do look incredibly happy.
I am. That's nice to come up here. I enjoy coming up to Knockhill, and I'm looking forward to a good weekend of racing.
You've got a great bit of momentum behind you after 3 fabulous second places at Oulton Park. But second places, you're so close to the top step 3 times.
Yeah, I would have been happy with 3 even more fabulous wins. 3 seconds and very close ones. I think it's strange because to be disappointed with 3 second places is odd because it's a good set of results. But I think the thing that was a bit frustrating is because I led for pretty much every lap of every race and just got it nipped away from me. But Jason rode 3 fantastic races, so that's up to me to do better, not for any other reason.
And this weekend, it's a circuit you know well, it's a circuit you like. The Ducati you've tested here on, and you're up to speed. Can we get that top step of the podium? Obviously you want it. Yeah,
I want it. I think the weather might be going to play a part. It's looking pretty 50-50, so that's going to be interesting. Obviously we didn't race here last year, so there's quite a bit of an unknown. A lot of things have changed since that. I've never raced the Ducati here. I've tested it quite a lot on the Ducati, but we had a sizable test here with a lot of our competitors, but as it wasn't an official test, everyone made up their own lap times, so we don't know what everyone was doing. So that is a finger in the air and see. We don't know what's what. So
you certainly can't make up a lap time, but I do know that you're very well. Yeah, everybody knocks a tenth off when they're sitting reading the timesheets in the toilet at night, don't they?
Yeah, I mean, we use a stopwatch on purpose. I get them to start it when I've gone past and stop it just before I go past. It gives me about 3 tenths quicker.
Best of luck this weekend. We'll hopefully catch up with you and be fast.
Cheers.
See you later. Good old Christian, always good for a laugh, and yeah, he does go very well up here. He's had some good luck, but he's also had some torrid luck up here. If you remember the year he unfortunately slipped off at Butcher's and broke his leg when he was on it was a Tyco BMW back then. That was a bad weekend for the TS guys. If I'm not mistaken, Keith Farmer had a double leg break and Christian had a singular one. So we'll get a word with Darren Fry from FS3 here. Now, Ian, just get those legs in shot because not many people will have seen those, thankfully. I feel quite tanned now standing next to you there, Mr. Fry.
I whited up special. Yeah.
Just for coming to Knockhill?
Yeah, just powdered myself down. Trying to look ultra Scottish.
Well, you do it, and obviously because you've got a Scottish rider, you've got Rory Skinner, who has just arrived at the circuit on a 125 there.
Yeah, I tried to run him over on the way in, but missed. But there you go. His hair would have protected him anyway.
Oh, that's some hair, isn't it? You're just jealous, though. But let's not lift the cap off. Give us a little overview of how you think Rory done at Oulton Park.
Yeah, mega. I mean, it was really, really cool actually because he sat on the grid for the first race and he went, "I think I'm nervous." I was just like, "Yeah, well, you will be." "Yeah, but I think I'm nervous." "I don't get nervous." So, but no, he came back in after the first race. Great big beam over his face. That's really what matters, isn't it? At the end of the day, we're all here to do well, but we're all here to enjoy it as well. So that was mega to see him enjoy it. Had 3 mega races, done the job he was supposed to do. Had a little slip off in one of the sessions earlier in the weekend, but really proud of him. And we definitely think he's struggling with arm pump.
Yeah, okay.
So it looks like we're going to be looking at an operation next week. So we've tried everything and pulled out all the stops, sent it into a couple of specialists, and that's kind of the result now. So hopefully we'll get a bit of rain, give him a bit of an easy time on the Superbike, and no, just as long as he enjoys it, and then we'll take it. This is a learning year. It was always meant to be a learning year. Just enjoy it.
If you don't mention the rain, I won't mention the football that's coming up, okay? Is that Italian coffee you're drinking there?
It is Italian coffee, and I get me away from the football. That's a good thing for me. I can't stand it, so that's all right. Yeah.
We feel the same about the football up here in Scotland. It's a passing phase and it's done. But good luck this weekend, okay?
Thank you very much. Cheers.
Thank you very much, and get some.
I'll get him out.
Put some oil or something on those legs, for goodness sakes. No wonder the sheep are running up the top of the hill just now. Am I going too fast for you, Ian? The lovely FHO racing setup here. They've got the two trucks back to back in the paddock. It really is a classy setup. We've got McCann's Yamaha here as well. McCann's Yamaha right next to Vision Track Ducati. And this is where we're trying to spot people as well. But when we go into the pit lane, there might be a few more people down there. Honda arrived, they had a puncture in the truck. So Harv had to get the local tyre company out. The tyre was through to the carcass. So there's a little bit of work getting done by Honda Racing. And we'll see just exactly how they get on this weekend, because Glenn Irwin went so well up here in the test that we had not long ago. You're pointing over my shoulder. Is that Glenn Irwin coming this way? I can see his reflection in the camera lens here. But Glenn went so well here at Knockhill during the test, trying to drag on his two fellow Japanese riders as well. And he arrived here with young Freddie. So we had an interview with Freddie, Freddie's first ever interview. You arrived with a son earlier on. Now, where's he now?
It's away in Northern Ireland, isn't it?
You sent him home.
Oh, I thought you said the son.
Oh, your son?
No, he's. I have no idea. I've tried to lose him. He was doing ahead of him. No, he's in the motorhome. The missus. He's had a tin of sugar-free iron brew, kindly supplied by you guys. He thought he was a ninja for about 2 hours after that, so I don't know what replaces the sugar, but it has the same effect.
Yeah, that was an extra sugary iron brew. But okay, let's talk about the bikes. Trucks are here. You've had a good test here. You must be jubilant and looking forward to it.
Yeah, I can't wait. Just been saying that all day, especially when you're here and you know what's coming tomorrow and Sunday. You just want to be on track now. But yeah, the test was good here. The bike works pretty much pretty good sort of everywhere. But this track we definitely had a strong test. So look to continue that, and also some things we learnt at Iddon we'll bring here. But just looking forward to riding in Scotland again. It's like usually like our cousins from Northern Ireland, aren't they?
Long lost cousins. What's in the back here? What we got?
Oh look, been waiting on the showy stuff arriving. Bit of a delay in that Suez Canal or whatever you call it. The canal where the big ship blocked it. So
your hats were in that container.
My hats were delayed, so I've got a nice option. It'd been a wee navy option. Wouldn't really be me. Might sell you that.
Is that not the Jake Dixon one there?
Yeah, I know, and I'm not Jake, so I don't want to act like Jake. I'll be Glenn and go all black.
I like that. Yeah,
man. I don't own a pair of navy jeans.
You don't own a pair? Well, I don't own a pair of jeans. Did you see Darren Fry's legs back there?
Oh. Yeah, they're bad, aren't they? Terrible.
Terrible looking legs.
You can tell he's retired now. Has been, isn't he?
Terrible. Good luck, and we'll catch up over the weekend.
I'll see you later on.
Thank you very much, Glenn. So, yeah, good old Glenn. Always good for his son was here, and he gave us a great little interview in the back room where we talked about his motocross career, which is kicking off. Young Freddie James Irwin, and he was lovely. Big Jonathan Ray fan. So in this little building here, we have T-Mac, Taylor Mackenzie's bike, just sitting there, getting a little bit of work done to it, a little bit of love and attention getting done by the Batham's bike. That was a victorious bike at Alton Park. That was the winning Superstock 1000 bike. Taylor looked awesome. He looked absolutely amazing at Alton Park. He rode with the best, and he pulled away from the guys at the front, and to see the smile back on his face was fabulous. Look at this up here. We've got the Knockhill operations team removing a gate. Graham Whitehill and Dennis Hobbs. Just walk away from that, Ian, please, before that goes horribly wrong. Things we have to do here. So here we go, into the pit lane, the garages, as ever. The guys come here and they make them look so nice. PBM, beautiful Vision Track Ducatis. A little bit of Italian flair going on in there for the football this weekend, which we won't mention the football too much in this. We won't mention the football one?
No mention football.
No, okay, sorry about that, sorry.
England will thrash them like.
Well, that's a bold statement after the other night. You never know though. Jason O'Halloran probably not too interested in the football at all, but Jason, if you could have a very quick word. What? This is a bit. What happened there?
Don't know.
Okay, the winner, Alton Park winner. He won everything. 100%, 3 wins. great bit of momentum coming to Knockhill on the circuit, which you like.
Yeah, I can't wait to. We obviously missed the race here last year. Really missed the event. Can't wait to get started tomorrow. Bit of a new experience for us as well with a 2-day event. Racing on the first day, we're on track. But we've all been pretty lucky. We had a test here a couple of weeks ago, and yeah, looking forward to getting going tomorrow.
Yeah, well, the best of luck. The best of luck. You don't have the tartan paint job. What's going on here?
I don't know. I think that's reserved for the Scots, innit? So it's we'll let Taz run that this weekend. Obviously, home race for him, so big event this weekend for the team. So yeah, looking forward to getting going.
We would love to have you in tartan, just to let you know. Okay, nothing against that. Let's see if Taz will come and give us a very quick word here. He's putting the stickers on himself. Special paint job for this weekend, isn't that lovely?
It's not quite Mackenzie tartan, but I'm going with McCam's tartan, so it's corporate red. So yeah.
Did you put it on yourself?
No, Chris. I just held the heat gun. Chris did all the hard work there, but yeah, it looks quite good. Something different.
Okay, this weekend at Knockhill, Jason's carrying a huge bit of momentum coming in, but so are you, because Oulton Park got better and better with each race as it went on.
Yeah, really happy with the progress we made at the Oulton test a couple of weeks before that. I wasn't strong at all, so to progress nicely and each race get a bit closer to the leaders and yeah, that last race was a real confidence booster, having the fastest lap and being in with a shout of a podium. So taking that confidence and bringing it up here to sunny Scotland.
Full gas.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Taz. We'll catch you later on. Okay, Ian, we'll make our way down the pit lane. Lovely guys, aren't they? Lovely tartan as well, I like that. FHO Racing, they're stunning bikes. They're a bit of a crowd favourite. The paint scheme, the colour scheme that they've got on these bikes this year looks stunning. And a busy garage as well. 4 bikes, 2 Superbike, a couple of super stock bikes in there as well. Roger Marshall. Roger, you got time for a quick word? Proper legend, Roger Marshall, former British champion. Roger, still involved heavily with the McCam's team though?
Yeah, that's right. I've been 11 years in race control, so it's a big change for me this year. And I wasn't considering coming out as riders rep and non-judicial panel, but Steve Rogers from McCam's Yamaha offered me a job with Yamaha's consent to look after 6 junior supersport riders. So and also help Jason and Taz. So considered it, rang Stuart Higgs, and he wished me all the best, and he said he's pleased I was staying in the pits. So Steve Rogers gave me a break really, and just had the first round at Donington with the young uns, and we diced with Booth Amos and set the fastest lap and got a couple on the podium. So give me a lot of pleasure so far.
Is that a bit of the old magic dust coming off of you onto the kids?
Yeah, I think so. It's not rocket science bike racing, as you know, and you've been around us a long time. And all I'm installing them as children, not children, as young uns, is basically at the moment to enjoy it. I'll go out and spot, bring stuff back to the garage, and we'll go from there. And so far, so good. And obviously, nice working with Taz and Jason. So I work maybe a bit more with Jason because obviously Neil's here for Taz, but Taz likes me to bring a bit of information back as well. So far so good.
Great catching up. You have a good weekend, okay?
Thank you. All the best.
Thank you very much, Roger Marshall, proper legend. And speaking of proper legends, we've got the boss man of the Oxford products, Motor Rapido Ducati, Rock Oil sponsored clearly as well. Wilf, how's it going? Steve Wilfmoor, if you don't follow on Instagram, Twitter or Facebook or whatever it is, pretty funny guy actually, and then you meet him.
Not that funny.
That's pretty bad, wasn't it?
Well, that was a bit rude. So come all this way.
You brought hang on a minute. You brought all these bottles of wine up that you promised lots of wine and gave it to somebody else.
I gave it to your boss.
I suppose so, yeah.
I did hear that in this particular part of the UK, alcohol's fairly popular, so I thought I'd better bring some.
Well, it has been known that we partake in a sweet sherry now and again.
Only celebrate, I guess.
Yeah, celebrate like football, things like that, let's not talk about football, okay? Let's focus on bike racing because Tommy really had a pretty decent Oulton Park, to say the least. Right at the top of all, very fast through all the free practices and qualifying, and obviously happy with his race results as well.
Yeah, definitely. It was a bit of an up and down weekend, but I think first round was a bit of nerves, a bit of tension. Everyone's sort of gagging to get going, particularly with a late start to the season. And then now it's all just in full flow, isn't it? So we got plenty of it. But we've got a bit unlucky. Had a bit of a coming together with another rider in race 2, so that set us back to the fourth row on the grid, but he did really well. He came through the grid. A fun race for Tommy because got to overtake a bit, attack a bit, have a bit of fun. So we left there in a good place. So we're hoping to pick up where we left off here.
And he saved enough tyre coming through the pack as well to get towards the guys at the front. But that coming together, I forgot about that actually. It's amazing how you forget. He managed to get the front, was it the wheel spacer or the spindle end on between the... You tell me.
Yeah, I mean, basically, he outbraked himself. He made a mistake. Was going in far too hot. Came together with the front of Taz's bike came into the back of our bike, and the little front wheel cone they have on the front spindle jammed into our sprocket. So normally, everyone's saying what a 1,000,000 to 1 shot that is, how unlucky. But it's actually pretty lucky. Normally, both bikes would go down in that. But actually, Tommy. It took Tommy's chain off so he couldn't continue, but fortunately Taz did manage to continue and finish his race. So it was kind of lucky. We're looking on the bright side.
But this is a place where you guys don't normally come and test. You know, everybody else in this pit lane has been testing here, but you haven't been testing here. Now, A, why don't you come, and do you think it's going to hurt you? And we'll get Tommy to come in as well, because he's always good for a chat.
It just didn't work out this year. I think the tests, with the whole COVID situation, everything is a little bit last minute, and we can't really get any further away from here without getting wet in English Channel. So it's a bit more of effort for us, a bit more of trying to fit everything in, and it just didn't work out. Tommy had other things to do, I had other things to do. It was just a bit of an awkward thing, really. We would love to come and test it here, and it was very bizarre weather conditions for the test. I'm not sure how relevant it will be. We're expecting 40 degrees track temperature this weekend.
42.
Oh, then we'll definitely miss out then. So that's our excuse banked already.
Yeah, I need you to shout your rider over, because at the back of the garage here, if you'd be ever so clear, if you would be so nice to come out. I interviewed him at Oulton Park. It was for BSB Radio, and I said, right, Tommy, do not swear. The fourth word was a swear.
No, I didn't. I don't swear anymore. I am not syllabate, because that's I think, but I can't think what the word is. Yeah.
I don't know either. I think there's a word in there, but okay, let's look at Knockhill. I was just saying, it's not a place where you guys come and test, but it's a place where you go pretty well at.
Yeah, lovely, isn't it? I enjoy it here. I know I do. It's hard, intense. What I like about it is it doesn't take many laps to get up to speed and get familiarised with the way the bike feels and everything. So yes, it's a bit of a trip for us to get here, 425 mile, but as long as the weather stays dry, it's always good fun one.
You two are like a bit of a double act, you know. You're the proper fast, serious rider, and you've got the kind of rock star crew chief team owner, Rock Oil. Do you guys have a good working relationship?
Yeah, I like Wilf, he hates me, so it works. No, we work well together for sure. He's as passionate as me, you know, as a rider, and it's just we're here for the same reason. We want to succeed, and yeah, cash is king. No, we just want to succeed. That's you know, trying to take some of the bigger scalps is what probably it certainly drives me, and I think drives the team. So that's the main thing for us.
Best of luck this weekend, guys. Hopefully see you at the front. Okay, thank you very much. Great fun. Just such a nice couple of guys. Cinetic BMW, Danny Buchan and Andrew Irwin both did a little bit on the balcony for us earlier on. Ian's arm's starting to shake a bit here in this gimbal because it's getting a bit too heavy. But there's Rory Skinner's bike. We spoke with Taz McKenzie. That's now Rory's bike, the FS3 Kawasaki, the new style Kawasaki with Lee Johnson's bike just to him. Beautiful, beautiful green. I hope that does show up on the camera because the stunning colour of green. Kawasaki are going proper back to what they had in MotoGP quite a few years ago. So yeah, like that. Rich Energy OMG Racing. We've got Billy McConnell at the back there giving us the Victory V sign. Good day, Skip. Pretty sure that will be a victory for him. He'll be racing against some fast guys this weekend, that's for sure. And then we have Honda Racing. As we mentioned, Harv and the guys arrived with a bit of a problem with the truck wheel, so they've got that fixed. How will they go? Well, definitely eyes have to be on Glenn Irwin. Glenn Irwin, very fast. He's two Japanese racers who's here trying to help along, but obviously Glenn's got to watch what he does as well. But Mizuno and Takahashi, they know what they're doing. Both very fast back home in Japan. The Royal Air Force regular and reserve. Shall we have a word with Lewis Rollo? Here we go, Lewis Rollo. Hello, Lewis.
Hello, all right.
Yeah, how are you? You okay?
I'm good, yes.
Oh, you've got the boss again. Now, when I was at Oulton Park, the boss was working on your bike. He's now lying on the floor. What's he doing?
Yeah, he's my head mechanic for this year, so he's doing no bad so far.
That's like Birdie working on Christian Iddon's bike, you know? How is the new Kawasaki in the hands of you, the number 8 bike?
Yeah, brilliant. Obviously, new bike for this season, new team, but Oldham went not too bad, made steps all weekend, got up to 5th in the race and then unfortunately ran on, but put us in a good place. Went to Snetterton after that, had a few laps there, so looking forward to getting out here.
I've got your home circuit. It's a nightmare, but we've only got 1,000 fans because Lewis would normally have 1,000 of his own fans coming across here to support him, but you know, we're looking forward to seeing you back where we know you can run, and you've had so many good BSBs up here before. You're coming into Knockhill, you're on a new bike, new team, big smile on the face. You've been smiling ever since I saw you in the paddock.
Nah, definitely. Just good to be back. Obviously the test, brilliant weather. It's looking the opposite for this weekend, but we like the rain, we like the sun, so we'll go out, and I'm sure even the 1,000 fans with Scottish flags at the side of the track will be brilliant. Rory, wee Troy, just a few Scottish Sam Monroe racing as well. It's a bit rubbish with not having the 600 or junior super sport here, but at least the racing's back.
Well said, mate, well said. Thank you very much. We'll catch up with Lewis Rollo later on. And then we end our pit lane walkthrough with a completely empty build-based Suzuki garage. And Danny Kent and Gino Ria's bike sitting there, the Neve bike right in the middle. Danny Kent was pretty impressive at Oulton Park, no matter how you look at it. Yes, he did have a slip-off in one of the races, but very fast, adapting to the Superbike pretty well. So there you go, that's a quick walk through the paddock and down through here. In fact, let's grab a word with Harv before we go. We've not completed one of these unless we have a word with Harv. He looks like he's giving a little bit of rider training right now. And then we shall, he's doing a bit of masseuse here, maybe checking to see if somebody's sore. But it's always good to catch a word with Harv because he always tells us exactly how it is, and he could give us the in-depth story on how Honda Racing are getting on this weekend. So that doesn't look too good. That looks like a very sore finger, Harv. What's going on?
No, hi Duncan, how you doing? It's just from obviously Oulton Park, race 2, crashed and bashed his ring finger, metacarpal, and quite a heavy bruising in it last week. And but so far, you know, treatment and everything he's been doing and rehabilitation, all good to go, I think, for tomorrow. And yeah, looking forward to it.
So how are all things Honda? Obviously Glenn, who we know, very fast, had a good test up here, and trying his hard to help your two Japanese riders out as well, but he's kind of got to focus on what he's doing as well, hasn't he?
Yeah, for sure. You know, we had a good test up here, as you know, which was really beneficial for Glenn, Tom and for Rio. Unfortunately, Takumi wasn't able to ride them, but the progression from there with what Glenn's been doing and working with him and helping has been, you know, very beneficial. But as you say, Glenn has now got to sort of knuckle down and concentrate on what he needs to do. It is going to be a learning curve for Takumi tomorrow, obviously first time on track. Rio's done, you know, 100 odd laps around here, 150, 160 I think we did. So, you know, he's in a starting much better place. But we've got to build on it, you know, like I say, it is a development program with Rio, and that's where we've got to build from.
It's always good to catch up with you. We'll let you get on because I see a lot of work there, and good luck this weekend, Harv. Thank you very much. So there we go, that will wrap up everything we've got to say here. Remember the early message in the video though, if you have got an email in your inbox because you haven't taken any action for the tickets that you bought, that will be there sitting for you. You have to manage your tickets. Please don't come, you've got to manage your tickets and make your mind up with what option you want to take. If you're one of the lucky 1,000 who are coming along, well, we look forward to seeing this weekend. Let's hope the weather does play ball, but who knows, a curveball with the weather can certainly put on some great racing for us. If you're at home and you're going to be watching this, well, you can see it on Quest. It will be on Saturday and Sunday, and you can also listen on BSB Radio, funded by Kawasaki K Options. Myself, Larry Carter and Fred Clark will be bringing you all the action from the race day itself. So there you go. I think it's now time for Ian's arms. I can see tensed up there and shaking, and we'll catch up with you guys later on. Thank you very much and goodbye.